Hi, Dyslexic Genius here, Brett Hurt. What I'm going to talk about is a 4-spring Brunswick motor, and how do I get to this part here like this, assembled, and I'm going to talk about that. First thing you're going to need, this is called a machinist hammer. You can find these on Amazon. One side's brass, and one side is a hardened plastic rubber. We don't want to mar the spring barrel, and that's what we're going to use to put it together with. Also, you're going to need your brass punch. The first thing you're going to do is the inside piece, this one, I've already hooked it up. You're going to put the separator plate in. Then what you're going to do is, usually the internal winding part here of the spring, is always too big. And because we're going to beat it back together or press it back together, it's going to come unhooked from the center arbor to the center of the spring. And what you do is you take a pair of needle nose pliers, I use these long ones, and you gently bend around in a circle like this till you get to where it barely fits in. Then I'm going to use, because these motors are hard to oil, the arbors, I'm going to use STP on these, a little instead of the sewing machine oil. And then you will insert this. And you can see, if my angel can focus in here, you see that little piece sticking up in the middle of the, right here? Mm-hmm. It's already hooked up. And it's, see, when I turn the gear, it stays in place. Now what we have to do is we have to line these up, the outside pieces, to these nipples. So what you're going to do is you're going to line one up. When you put it on, we see this one's on, this one's on, this one's on. And now you're going to set the gear down flat because the gear is flat and we're going to hit it a little. So you're just going to take the little machinist hammer and you're going to watch the little nipple. And we're in. Now you're going to have to check each side. See, this one's in, this one isn't. So we'll give it a little tap with a rubber mallet thing. There we go. That one's in, that one's in. And now all you're going to do is you're going to take the brass punch and you're going to hit it like you took it apart. And every time you hit, you're going to rotate to the next one.
So what is it you're doing right now?
I'm turning the whole outside this way to make it lock in.
Okay.
So then, you see how that's moved over. See, that one hasn't moved over yet. They kind of don't go all at the same time. Usually off camera, my sweet angel holds the spring barrel for me. And we're locked in. That's all there is to it. Then you're going to check the spring. And we're good to go. Now you want to remember what barrel goes where. I know what barrel goes where. This was barrel number 1. And it goes on that shaft. And this is barrel number 2 that goes on that shaft.
And how did you know that?
Because I marked it. Then you remember in my videos I said, I wonder how much grease I got out of the barrels with my little metal stick. And this is all the excess graphite and Vaseline that they mixed, and this stuff stinks. You know, this hobby's a lot of fun, and I just wonder, how much can I get out? I got a lot out just digging it out with my piece of metal. And that's my tip for the day.